what is a steep analysis? It helps you guys to monitoring trends in the societal and natural environment. Okay, as I said before, the same analysis is made by the PESTEL analysis. It's only the order of the variables that are analyzed. Okay. So here, guys, at the table 4.1, you have a checklist. Okay. This checklist is important to have it on hand, because when you are making the assessment of the environment, you can try to check. Okay. So if we let's say that we are not working with the STIP, that we are working with PESTEL. Okay, so we begin to analyze the political and legal forces, no? And we have many topics, yes, like for example, antitrust regulations. We have global warming legislation, tax law, yes. Okay, so if we continue with the PESTEL, then let's move on to the economic aspect. Okay, and in the economic aspect, we have a lot of topics that are trends nowadays. Okay, so GDP trends. What's going on, like in worldwide with the GDP trends right now? GDP's gross domestic products are increasing in most of the countries, or are decreasing? What do you guys think? Decreasing, yes. For example, in Colombia, the GDP of the second quarter of this year, April, May, and June, yes, was only 0.3% of growth. Yes, this is more or less like stagnation, but like you are not having any increase. What are the analysts expecting for the US, for example? For the US, like we're expecting one recession. Do you know how you are going to measure technically that one country is in recession? When you have 2 consecutive quarters with negative GDP, yes? So if the US has at the end of this year a negative GDP, and at the beginning of next year a negative GDP growth, technically the US is into a recession. Okay? And why I am telling you guys that probably this is going to happen? Because the other economic topics, interest rates, inflation rates, unemployment levels, what's going on with those 3?
Oh, everything's down.
Yes, yes. Like first, inflation rates were going up. Okay, so how can you try to fight high inflation rates? With the interest rates of the central banks, with the monetary policy. Okay, so the US, with the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, yes, has been increasing in a constant way the interest rate. Yes, yes, the inflation rate has decreased worldwide and in the US, but the problem now, since last Friday, where the US published the last data of unemployment rate, what happened with that data? The unemployment rate in the US is growing. Yes, last Friday was the biggest unemployment rate since many years ago. So now the Federal Reserve is facing like a dilemma. Yes, because if they want to keep fighting inflation, they need to keep increasing interest rates. But if they increase too much the interest rates, this is going to have a negative impact on the unemployment rate. So now, like, we are having like probably difficult times ahead in terms of the economic data. Okay. If we continue with the with the STEEP or PESTEL analysis, so we go to social cultural, yes, and in social cultural we have a lifestyle changes, we have a growth rate of population. We have, for example, birth rates, pension plan, healthcare, level of education, yes. And look that those topics are as well like topics of that are relevant in the daily news, no? Here in our country, in the Congress, the government is passing one bill, for example, related with the healthcare system, and another bill related with the birth rates pension plans. Yes, but this is not only happening here in Colombia. This is happening as well in many other countries. Yes. For example, I don't know if you guys follow the news. Like 3 months ago, the president of France. What is the name of the president of France? Oh, no one here knows the name of the president of France. Macron, Emmanuel Macron. No. Okay, he passes a bill in the Congress. Yes, yes, in order to increase the age of retirement. Yes, he was trying to increase the age of the retirement in two more years. Like, I think that, I don't remember exactly if in France, which is the age of the retirement here, but do you guys know here in Colombia, which is the age of the retirement? Huh? Yes, 57 for men. And what about for no, now I am confused. No. Yes, you are right. For women, 57. Yes. And what about for men? 62. 62. Okay. So I don't know in France, but in France, what they did was to move that 2 more years. Okay. What was the argument? Like life expectancy. Yes. Life expectancy. Like nowadays, people can live longer. Yes. So if you can live longer, probably you can have more time to work. Yes. And that's the theory, no? What is the point, no? That are you going to be able to find one job when you are old? Yes. For example, if you go to the US and you see in those stores like let's say Macy's or whatever, Walmart, you see old people working. No? Here you go to Falabella, department stores like that, and you don't find like old people. No, so yes, you can move the age of the retirement, but you need to guarantee that employers are going to look for old people as well. No, okay, but finally, Emmanuel Macron could do that. He had a lot of opposition in the streets, yes, but finally he could move with his reforms. Okay. T of technological, yes, we have a list of many breakthrough technological developments. I would say that now smartphones can be one of the most important breakthroughs. With one smartphone, you guys can do everything. No, you can like almost everything. You can pay, you can date, you can talk with someone who is not in your same country. Okay, many things. Okay. Okay, ecological, and finally legal. Here it is divided in the PESTEL analysis. It is divided the political and the legal part. Okay, this last column is split in two. Okay. Questions, guys, comments?